Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ina, and in this video I'm going to set up my bullet journal. I had a bullet journal back in like 2023. I used the Arch of an Olive. It was, I think, the A5 size, which I really loved, but I felt that it was kind of big in size. So I wanted something smaller, so I decided to try out the smaller size bullet journal. And this one is from Walmart. It is 5 by 8. It has 240 pages, 78 GSM, and it's only $12.72. And also you could go to Walmart in person and see what kind of paper it is, what kind of journal it is. The paper is a little bit thin because it's only 78 GSM, and it is like yellowish, like creamy, like darker creamier, versus like there's like a champagne color of cream, and versus this one is like darker. But I kind of like it. It kind of reminds me of like Hobonichi, and I really love the Hobonichi planner, but I was like, I kind of wanted something with the bullet journal style. You see me over here, I really struggled. I don't know why, but I had in my mind, I had the whole thing of what I want to do. But when it came to planning, I kind of for not forgot, but kind of was lost. I wanted to use this quote, which is says, "Do not lose yourself adjusting to others." And I was like, "This is something that it's kind of goes with me," and I kind of wanted to use this quote. And the theme that I wanted to go with is purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors, so I was like, I want to go with purple. I was struggling a lot. I don't know why exactly, because I had a color. I had a concept that I want to do. I had a lot of paper. But when it came to putting everything together, I was struggling. And it was almost through the whole setup I was struggling. Of course, I cut a lot of those parts because this video would have been really, really long. So I was like, I'm just gonna go whatever feels like it. If I want it, I could add more. I could just tape over something, put another picture. Over here, I wanted to have like in between like dots and stuff, but then I realized that I don't think so. I was aligning the like where I want to cut the section up. So I was like, I went back and just put the whole border around the journal, and I have been doing it since, and I have been really liking, because I feel like the border kind of brings the whole setup together. Even putting a border around a picture also set up the whole thing. It just kind of pulls it in together. This washi tape, I believe so, is from Daiso. I really like it, but it kind of reminds me of like birthday or something. And I'm like, even though I remember even setting up, and I was like, kind of like, maybe I shouldn't be using this because it's kind of, but then at the same time, I really like the bows. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I was struggling a lot. So then I did this section, I did the quote, I really like it. And then I was like, this side needs something else. So I went with a lot of papers. There was a lot. And the printouts that you see over here is from Pinterest. I just printed on my regular, I have a Canon printer, and I use the regular printer paper. And the paper printer is from Costco. They have in my local one of my Costco's. They do have sometimes printable paper, not all the time, but they do. So that's the paper it is. Then yeah, the brown paper is from packaging. This is one of the tricks that I learned, that when you receive a package and there's like brown paper, a lot of them you could use in your journal. And it's really nice because I've seen some people purchasing, versus you could just buy an item on Amazon and it comes already with packaging. And I know Home Goods also has packaging that you could reuse. I have reused, and I really like it also. It's kind of interesting that you could use some stuff for your bullet journal, and this is one of the things that I really like about the bullet journal. The stickers, they come in, I think so, 6 colors, and this one is part of the purple one, are from Amazon. I will link them down below. but this is how it's kind of turning out. I was struggling, but I feel like it's okay. It's not something that I really, really like it. Like I'm gonna be like, oh, this is my favorite spread. It's not, but it's not that bad. It's kind of okay, I shall say. And the highlighters and the pens I'm using, the highlighters are the Mind Line, and the markers are the Papermate. I really like them, and I purchased the whole set in Costco. They had, I think so, for back to school or something, and I really like it. And these ones are the Crayola. I don't really know the name of it, but I think so I have the 100 pack, and I really do like them. They're really nice. So they I love them coloring just in coloring books, and I like them using in a journal. There's glitter washi tape is from Daiso also, and I'm gonna pull in another purplish pinkish washi tape. It's also from Daiso. Daiso has some of them like really nice washi tapes. I purchased several of them, and they're really decent quality. For the price that you get, they're really good. I wanted to use the washi tape, and I was like, because I laid it tore it, and I didn't want to just throw it away because I kind of want to use it. So I decided just ripped it in half. I seen somebody do it. I don't remember who it was, and I was like, this could be good. But then, of course, I wanted more. But then I don't think so. Both of the sections are cohesive together because I have one section of washi tape, another section of washi tape. But I feel like it turned out pretty good. It's decent. The next page is a full year calendar. I really like putting the full year calendar. I didn't bore you with me writing the whole calendar because it would have been really long. I just used the washi tape, the foil washi tape. I think that's from Michaels and comes in a pack of them. I've been to Michaels recently. I didn't see them, but maybe they don't have them anymore, or the Michaels that I went to didn't have a lot of washi tapes. um I feel like they weren't stocked enough. Who knows, maybe they're having something else because I picked up some new washi tapes, so maybe they just didn't have these ones, but they're really nice. I really really like them. They come in different colors. And then the next page to it, the on the right side, I had my 2025 goals. I used the same foil washi, and I also added another washi on the bottom. You'll see it. Um, you will see it later on, which was Floral. Is also from Daiso. This highlighter is from Amazon. It's Mr. Pan. They're really nice highlighters. I really really like them. um I like to using them in the Bibles. I like just using them as highlighter on the pictures. I even like using them in my movie TV show journal. These ones pan are really good. They're really good. They're the Papermate, I think so, and I really like them, but they dry out so quickly, and I'm not sure why. Like some of them I used them maybe twice and they just ran out of ink. The pink, the green one, so I had to throw away them. I don't know, maybe I got the bad batch or something, but they weren't that good. But I really like how they write. They're like really smoothly, so this one works really good. So the goals that I wrote, it's not really accurate, but it seems that it is accurate because some of the goals are still good. For example, I want to read 25 books. I use up my shampoo. I wanted to try a couple of shampoos, so now I have like 5 different shampoos. So I kind of want to narrow them down to something that I really like. So I kind of want to use them up. Also, I want to use up my candles. I have a lot of candles, so I kind of want to use the candles up. Also, I bought a couple of body washes because they didn't have my body wash, so I tried on one another company body wash, and I didn't like that one. So then I went back and bought another one. And when you buy a multiple, then you buy your favorite one, so you kind of stuck with a bunch of other ones. So I kind of, my plan is to use some of them. We'll see. Maybe I will use them all. Maybe I will not. But this is kind of my goal. Another one is pay down a credit card, pay out one of the credit card. Um, yeah, it's kind of like this. I just wrote the goals that I had in 2023, similar to it. So I kind of just wrote them down, and I was like, I should have kind of took some time and thought about how I'm going to do my goals. But this is how it turned out. I really like it. The floral is from Amazon. There's gonna be a links. And then the next page is things to check out, such as places I want to visit in California. I live in California. Restaurants in my city that I want to try. There were several restaurants that I wanted to try, but they closed down. A couple of them moved. Um, I know there was a cookie shop, and I love them. I love their cookies. I would go to a farmer's market, and they would have a stand, so I would always purchase them. They moved to New York. Of course, you could get it shipped, but when you could get cookies that are freshly baked, it's different. So I was like, I want to take it as a priority this year to visit a couple of restaurants before they close or move to a different city, because it happened to me. And even though I could drive like 40 minutes to the city to try the restaurant, it's kind of like, do I really want to go like 40 minutes, or I could try something local? On my birthday, I went to one of them. So the restaurant was like 4 minutes away from my house, and I went to, on my birthday. It was so good. So I would recommend it to a couple of people. So now a couple of people go there. This is why I was like, I should try out a couple of restaurants that are local, because I live like in a busy place, but not so busy. There are a couple of restaurants that I wanted to try. Why not support local businesses? So yeah, so I was like, one of my sections should be like visit restaurants, also places. I want to go to a couple of museums in California, even explore my city more. There are several of places that I would love to visit, because I love going to San Francisco. I love going to like a Bay Area. I live like 2.5 hours from Bay Area, and I love going there. It's really fun. I love the ocean. But there are several places that are local to me that I never visit. But then my relatives who come from like Washington, they're like, "Oh, I want to go over here and over here." I was like, "Yeah, I have lived in California for years, and I haven't visited those places." So this is kind of my goal, to visit those places. And then another section is the podcast. There's several podcasts that I want to listen. I have been liking to listen to TV show podcast. One of them is Return to the Shadows, which is a Shadow Hunter a podcast. The two main actors, I forgot her name is Kat, and his name I think is Dominic. They are the main people who talk about it, and I really like it. So I kind of want to explore more podcast. Another one is Above the Garage. Um, I really like them listen to, I think that they have been doing the Handsman Tale, I think so. So I kind of want to see their perspective about it. And then another one is Tuckwell, it's Smallville. And last year I did watch Smallville, and I was like, I'm kind of rewatching every episode, and then going and watching their, you could watch on YouTube, and you could also listen to them. So I sometimes I listen, sometimes I watch how their like a review about it. And so it's kind of really fun. And then also I have been really liking listening to What a Barb. It's about Bridgerton. I haven't watched them. I haven't listened to them for a while, but this is one of my, like, I really like the podcast. They're really good. The girls are really good. I learned so much about it. I didn't know it, especially watching, listen to them talk about season one, and I was like, oh, I don't even remember some of the parts. So it's kind of interesting to know, to find out some of the factors I didn't even know that they kind of were there. I did leave the bottom of the section empty because I was like, what if I need to add something else? It's like could be there. The next page is social media tracker for YouTube and Instagram. I am doing the voiceover a little bit later because sometimes life is lifing. um, I, w- I filmed this video all the way back in December, and I was planning on posting it in January. I kind of half edited and I was like, oh, I'm on track. I could post it on January. And I did even half of my voiceover, like part of it for this video. And then life happened, and then one led to another, and I kind of um put on the back like YouTube and filming it and doing anything about it. So I was like, I have to kind of redo the voiceover. So I'm kind of doing the voiceover really, really late. And I'm posting this video really late. I hope you like it. And you could even get some ideas for the next year. But I was like, I'm on track. I'm gonna be doing really good. I'm going to have the social media tracker. I will have an Instagram tracker. I'm gonna track everything. I have been posting on Instagram, but not really on YouTube, because on Instagram it's easier versus YouTube. You have to like film, edit, and do voiceover. I do like filming. I kind of like 50% okay with doing voiceovers. But when it comes to editing, sometimes it takes forever. It takes like 3 to 4 hours of editing, which is like, it doesn't bother me, but I feel like it's so like annoying to do. Sometimes I just could open a video and then just add it in like an hour because I'm like into it. Sometimes I'm so bored editing, so sometimes what I do is because I'm doing the voiceover, usually what I do is turn like a podcast, or I have been really liking turning on my tablet a documentary, so it has been like really nice. You could listen and watch, and the documentaries, I love documentary crime solving documentaries are my favorite. They're really interesting, they're really entertaining. um Depends on some of them. Some of them put me to sleep. I remember watching something on my laptop and I will wake up like 3 episodes later or something. But overall, I love watching crime solving documentary. They're like the best. They're really entertaining. But one thing I could say is like learning about the people and the crime. It's sad. I always cry. Like halfway through the episode, I'm like crying, but I loved watching them, and just it's really educational also. Well, let's get to the section. On the right, we have a section for post on Instagram and YouTube. Of course, I kind of failed on it. On my Instagram, not so much, but on my YouTube, definitely I failed. But it looks really nice. I really like it. Maybe next year I will do something different. It will be like maybe I will like, I don't know, maybe next year, who knows. But I'm not the kind of person that going to be like sad and just give up on my journal if I didn't use a couple of sections. If I didn't use it, I didn't use it. It's fine. It's okay. It is kind of nicer when you like put check marks on everything and you completed everything, but it's not a priority. It's not something that going to like push me away from not using. And this is how I kind of looking at it. Even it's like, what are you gonna do? You can't really go back in time and start doing something and change how the life is turning. But I do like how everything turned out. I really like the washi tapes that I have been using, the markers. um One of the things that I really enjoy doing is the markers, the highlighters, the pens that I used. because they look really cohesive, but at the same time kind of different. So each page looks kind of a little bit different. And it's kind of like I think it's called Pixar, like Day in Pixar or something. So it's just like boxes, 30 to 30, 31, or the 28th for March, not March, for February. And I kind of like this section. I really like how I did it. It's like light, and I have each day, so I kind of want to track my period. And then when my period will begin, I will highlight it. When it ends, I will also highlight it. It's kind of like a section for this whole page is kind of like health and fitness kind of like section. Um, I kind of, and the right side will be my weight, weekly weight tracker. I wanted just to see how I'm like fluctuating through the weight. I am on a journey of losing weight and seeing how like every week how I'm changing. I want to just see like how the year went on. It's kind of, I don't know how to explain, but it's really satisfying when you open your journal at the end of the year and look at it and be like, oh, I started from over here. This is where I was in the middle, and this is how I ended up with. And when you accomplish something, it could be not huge, but at least you accomplish something. So I really like it. I will be weighting myself every Friday. I was thinking about like maybe doing every single like month, like for example, the 1st, the 16th, and the 31st. I was like, why not do it? Because, but then I was like, if I'm weighting myself on the 1st, why would I be waiting myself on the 31st? Because it's like 1 day difference. So I was like looking through inspiration, and Pinterest kind of came to my inspiration, and also TikTok. I watched this girl also on a weight journey, and she had like every Friday she was tracking, and I was like, this is a great idea. So this is how my journal turned out. I also add another section, and the section was long-term project and also monthly projects. It's kind of a checklist, and I really like it. And I hope you also liked watching this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you. Bye bye.